Now, the World Economic Forum has released its latest Global Competitiveness Report. It's effectively the group's annual checkup of the world's economies. At the top of the list, again, is Switzerland, which has held the #1 spot for the past 8 years. The WEF says it's the best place for innovation and business sophistication. At the bottom of the list is Yemen. Reeling from an ongoing civil war, it has the worst access to financing in the world. But looking at the most improved countries, India is this year's biggest gainer, jumping 16 spots. And the biggest faller is Zambia, dropping 22 places, closely followed by Cyprus and Moldova. Roberto Crotti is the manager of global competitiveness and risk at the World Economic Forum, and he joins us now live from Geneva. Roberto, what sort of factors are you looking at when you try to judge a country's competitiveness?
We measure competitiveness in terms of 12 dimensions. We look at institutions, we look at macro stability, we look at the efficiency of 3 key markets, which is the goods market, the financial market, and the labor market. We look at health, education. We look at innovation, both from the perspective of the company and the ecosystem. And we look at the market size of the economy.
Okay, now Switzerland's held the top spot for 8 years. What is their secret?
The competitiveness of Switzerland has been very resilient to shocks and has been able to perform well across all the 12 dimensions that we measure. And this is probably the secret of why Switzerland is so competitive.
India's jumped a great deal in your rankings. What do you put that down to?
We have really observed the incredible progress of India this year on the back of large improvement on ICTs and also on the improvement of the efficiency of the goods market that really responded well to latest policies.
Now, you've outlined a number of criteria by which you judge countries' competitiveness, but you also say in your report, we are undertaking a review process that seeks to understand the impact of the 4th industrial revolution on measures of productivity and growth. What do you mean by that?
We observed that innovation and technological readiness has really become crucial for all level of income, for countries of all level of income. And therefore, we are considering readjusting the way we look at competitiveness according to the fact that right now countries need to be prepared to the 4th industrial revolution by becoming not only more tech savvy, but also more open and more capable of creating an environment where idea can flourish.
Okay, and just briefly, Roberto, also in your report, which is a few hundred pages long, you're talking about the fact that we're living through one of the most prosperous and peaceful periods in recorded history. It doesn't feel that way sometimes.
We have seen that there is still progress despite regional strifes and regional difficulties. If you take the world as a global unit, we still observe some progress going on.
Roberto Crotti, thank you for joining us from Geneva. Appreciate your analysis.